Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Concepts Daily Snack. Wednesday, February 4th. Y'all bear with me. I'm getting up and moving this morning. Hope this finds everybody well, safe, warm, and waking up, getting ready to get after it again. A little cold snap in Southwest Virginia. Got a little bit of spitty snow last night. Nothing to speak on. But it's supposed to be 80 Thursday. So y'all drink your orange juice, take your vitamin C, whatever. This is getting sick weather. 40-degree swings in 24, 48 hours. That's when you get sick. So be mindful, drink some juice, get some oranges, do something to help yourself. All right, let's dive in here. God grant me March 4th, February. I'm going to butcher this name. A quote from Yuri Shulzvitz. Yuri Shulzvitz. Sometimes one must travel far to discover what is near. The journeys of addiction and recovery take us into many different worlds. During our active addiction, many of those worlds were dangerous and ugly. We became dangerous and ugly. A group member once described being drunk and sitting in a crack house. You could feel and smell the decay in the air, and no one cared. Similarly, we traveled into the dark side of our humanity. We use darkness as our guide. Recovery takes us into the world of the steps, the world of spiritual principles. It asks that we dig deep and look into our actions and ourselves. In recovery, the light of our higher power becomes our guide. What is it we discovered? What is it we discovered in both worlds? Self. We are both the dark and the light, the ugly and the beautiful. Recovery gives us the gift of free will. We now get to choose what type of people we will be. We discover if we stay close to our higher power, we also stay close to ourselves, our hearts, our souls. Prayer for the day. Higher power, when I become afraid and want to turn away from your light, call me to you. Today's action. Often it is my fears that have caused me to seek refuge in the shadows. I will write down all the things about a life of values that scares me. Interesting. I like how this winds it all the way around and brings it back to self. We are both the dark and the light, the ugly and the beautiful, and recovery gives us the gift of free will. I don't know how y'all did it or where you come from or whatever, but my best ideas and decisions took me to a spot where I was medicinally addicted. There was no taking a day off. My choice was removed. I removed my choice over massive quantities and usage of alcohol and recreational drugs to where my body came to require it. And as far as the darkness is concerned, and living against what you feel like is the right way or whatever, I can relate to all of that stuff. And it shows me clearly that I've got a little bit of everything in me. It's just, what am I working on to bring to the surface and expose, if you will, and probably internally as well. What am I working on, that lives inside? Not just what you see, but what am I working on that helps me feel better about me when I'm all alone? Not when I'm around a bunch of people, feel good or think everything, is going, the correct ways or whatever. But when I'm home, when I'm alone, or I'm out in my yard, or I'm out in the woods, or whatever the case, what am I working on that helps me to feel that everything's okay there too? Now that's my recovery. A buddy of mine told me, I think it's an old Indian quote or something or another. It said, it's two wolves lives in all of us, and it's just which one you're feeding will be the one that has the dominance. Two wolves. depending on which one you feed has the dominance. Fear or faith, fear or faith. I think it was my sponsor that told me one time that fear and faith shouldn't live in the same building. Um, and I get that concept, but as to this date, I've failed at getting it 100%, but that's okay because I'm not sure that that's not that much like recovery itself. It's not a destination that you get to; it's more of a direction that you head. And because I haven't known a life of zero fear. Um, I now live in a life that has a lot less of it. And when it does pop up, I have tools, spiritual tools, people tools. I have basic habits and things that I know to do to work on it so that I don't let my fear run wild and get me in a position to where, I'll start making bad decisions again. I have the ability to contact my higher power, ask for help, go get a hold of my friends, call them, tell them where I'm at. And, these days I got a healthy set of a group of people that are in my recovery community, if you will. And I use them as time comes along because I don't know that I'll enter a time where I won't have any fear. Um, but I do know I am currently in a time that I have learned skills and abilities and habits that helps me when it approaches. That helps me keep a little bit more lenient, a little bit more relying on the faith than living in the fear. And for me, that's a better life than what I once lived. That's enough. That's enough. So I appreciate y'all joining me. Please like, share, tell a friend. I'm trying to get this thing built up. Glad you're here. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Y'all come on back. Stay safe out there. Have a blessed day. And let's do it again Thursday morning. Peace.